What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blue Devils about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first possession of the game. It's Carr. That's caught. It's lost. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's locked. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the...
It's a seam wide open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. He's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they strike 1st.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Carr. Throwing right. Complete downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The RPO, it's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to change this route. Going up top again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Makes the catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the run, it's Moore. He breaks a tackle, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Grab behind the line, it's Moore. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. Because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll try the left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game something. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Makes the catch. It's Price. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Duke. The defense putting points on the board.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space. get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bob. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Gets it out quickly. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker, able to close and make that tackle? That's impressive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Pauly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback making checks. The quick out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you can just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially with...
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his man. It's Anthony. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going for the big play. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get
wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
This one's complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
On the snap, it's Carr. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. The Blue Devils in the hurry up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's King. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's King. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Moore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. Turning on the Jets. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Dead center perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another. Right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Reads it, fires complete.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant.
All out of space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle.
Snags it on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Notre Dame right back to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
He wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. He got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick release by the QB. Racing down the left side. There he goes. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Duke.
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Thanks for grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
On the direct snap, it's Carr. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. The sure hands, it's Price. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run the option. Running to Green. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The give on the option. This has been happening all night. They keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd down, going up top. It's on target and complete. Lots of running room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. In the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Little. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. It's called downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The quick out. Turns it on in midfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Bob. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Pauling. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The option look. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Send the tight end in motion. Using his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Blue Devils backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Jumped on top of the pile.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Back to throw, it's Carr. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Quarterback extends the play. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Running to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Out of bounds, line at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Gets away. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute. And still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Makes the catch. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The old coaching cliche, go let